Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Today I have, I don't know if I really call this a haul. It is an order that I placed with Stila when they were having a sale a little bit ago. I don't remember exactly when it was, but they had like 30% off of their clearance price or sale price or whatever. And I ordered 4 of their palettes because they ended up being like $18 a piece, and I've been interested in trying some of their shadows. And I also know, like, when the Milani came out, they look so similar, and these actually ended up being cheaper than if I had ordered Milani ones from Milani. So I still want to try the Milani one, but this I thought would kind of satiate my curiosity for a bit. I did want to show you the samples that I got with it though, because I was pretty impressed with them. The first thing I got was a foundation, 4 of their foundations, and I have tried the foundation and I don't like it, but I'm going to pass it along to one of my friends who does a sample series here on YouTube. The second sample they sent was the Shimmer and Glow eyeshadows, liquid eyeshadows that I've been interested in trying because I tried the Cover FX and I didn't have a reaction, so I'm hoping that I wouldn't have one to these as well. Shimmer sounds better than the glitter ones because I know a lot of the time glitter is a problem. So there's 3 samples in here: Kitten, Grace, and Twig. And then the third sample that they sent was their Stay All Day liquid or waterproof liquid eyeliner in Intense Black. So that I thought was pretty darn cool that they sent so many samples for a sale order. So the 4 palettes I got Eyes Are the Window or Eyes Are the Window, that's what they have. I got Body, Soul, and Spirit. The 4th one I wasn't as interested in, and then I also got the Metal and Matte palette. So let's look at the Eyes Are the Windows first, and I'm going to open them up. Now, what I found interesting about these is 2 of them were exactly the same. They looked like this. This is Spirit and Soul. The Metal and Matte has the checkered pattern on it, and then the window, or the, what is this one? Body has a completely different packaging, and it also came with a little booklet with eye looks in it, which I thought was interesting because the other ones didn't. So we're gonna start with this one. I did try it out. That's why there's fingerprints on it already. That is what they look like. And so far I was not very impressed with them. They're kind of chalky, and they didn't, they don't have as much pigmentation as I was hoping they would. So that's the first row. And then we will do the second row in a second. Trying to clean off my fingers. So that was this top row right there. And now I'll do the second row. That is what they look like. And swatched. Now that green or that minty color is pretty. I didn't try that one yet, so I don't know how that performs on the eyes. Then we have the third row, which is all purples. Let's see, we'll do this on the other side. And we're gonna re-swatch that really light purple because it didn't show up. It hardly shows up at all. Yeah, so that's what they look like. And then finally, this top, or what's top for you, but this is the last row. That's what those look like. Now this one did feel like it had more to it than the other ones that I've done so far. Yeah, and I think you can definitely see that with that last row. They are more pigmented than the rest of them. But I haven't worked with Stila eyeshadows very much, so I don't know if this is typical of how they perform and they just perform better on the eyes, or if they are kind of chalky and not very pigmented. Now they do have the little plastic sheets that cover them. They do have sayings on them. So that one that was the body, it had "The true work of art is but a shadow of the divine perfection" by Michelangelo. And the next one I'm doing is Spirit, and it says, Where the Spirit does not work with the hand, there is no art, Leonardo da Vinci. So this is what Spirit looks like. Kind of a mix of warm and cool tones. This one actually feels better already than the one I just worked with, so that's unusual. And that's those first three on the top row. Then we'll move on to the second row. This one has a lot more shimmers. I feel like the shimmers have more to them. And that is what those three look like. That bottom one is really pretty. Hang on a second. All right, and our third row, that is those three. Ooh, that brown actually has some nice pigmentation in it. I wonder if it's just their blues and purple formulas. I know that purple is always a difficult shadow. And then we'll do our fourth row. Ooh, that one was kind of chunky, this last one. I don't think I dug in too much, but maybe I did. Yeah, it has a lot of fallout. There you go. That is what that palette looks like. All right, our third one is Soul, and this one actually does not have a saying on it, so they're not very consistent with anything I'm finding so far. This is what it looks like. It's more of a neutral palette, more of an everyday. That is the top row. That is what they look like. You can't really see that top one because I am so pale. It's basically the same shade as my skin. Then we have the second row. That is what they look like. That is really pretty, actually. Those shimmers. I should have told you what these shades are. So I'm going to do that on this one really fast. We have Light, Individual, Being, Kitten. Oh, I'm doing it backwards. This one's Kitten. So we have Light, Individual, Being, Kitten, Affection, Character, Thought, Heart, Peace, Vitality, Substance, and Essence. So we'll do this third row. We're going to do that middle one more time. And I know Kitten is like one of their kind of cult shades, so that makes sense that it is so good. And then our last row is there. And that is what they look like. So I realized I didn't tell you on the other two. So this one, we have Garnet, Topaz, and Pink Diamond. Rose Quartz, Aquamarine, and Emerald. Midnight Quartz, Tanzanite, Amethyst. Moonstone, Sapphire, and Black Diamond. And here is the Spirit palette. Now this is interesting because this also has Kitten in it. So we have Kitten, Puppy, and Pigale, P-I-G-A-L-L-E. I don't know what that is. Barefoot, Jezebel, Oasis, Wheat, Go Lightly, Espresso, Pewter, Slate, and I don't know what that shade is. Chinois, C-H-I-N-O-I-S. So some things that I have never heard of in this palette. All right, and we are on the last palette, which is the Matte and Metals palette. And it has 6 mattes and 6 metal shades or metallic shades. So we're gonna start with this top row. And this top row, the shades are Vintage, Velvet, and Feathered. And then that's what they look like. They are very pale shades. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see them on my skin. You can kind of see them, that they're very, 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 very pale. Then our second line is Fringe, Suede, and Velour. That is what they look like. At least these are a little bit better. Then we move on to the metals. We have, I have to look, Bohemian, Retro, and Sequin. So that is this row right here. That is what they look like. Once again, they are very pale shades. You can kind of see them though. They show up a little better than the 3 shades of white that I just did a second ago. And then our last row is Smolder, Sizzle, and Flare. So I'm assuming Smolder is the darkest shade. And those are them. And there we go as well. So that is the 4 palettes that I got from Stila. Now, do I think they are all worth $18 even? I don't think so. The body palette I would definitely recommend staying away from, because not only did it not swatch well, it was really difficult to work with, so I didn't like that aspect of it. I did think that the other 2 from that line, the Soul and Spirit, were good. I don't know about the other one because obviously I didn't get it. And the Metal and Matte palette, or Matte and Metal, this one, I don't know if those are really going to show up on a lot of people because those are not very dark at all. So let me know what your thoughts are on these, if you've tried Stila eyeshadows, if you stay away from them or you think they're great. And also, like, what you've been getting lately. I'd love to hear what you have been finding as well. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I really do appreciate you spending time with me today. If you have not subscribed already, I would really appreciate it if you would, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.